Okay, so I just watched High Fidelity for the first time, and I know what you're thinking. Let me tell you, because I know better than you. You're thinking, High Fidelity, that was like 1987. Okay, maybe 2000, which actually makes it the contemporary movies like Battlefield Earth and Reindeer Games. So you're just getting around to it now because the only excuse would be you've been living under a rock, in a cave, guarded by bears, shooting lasers out of their eyes? Is that why? And my answer would of course be no, no, yes, maybe, and fuck you.
John Cusack has always seems to me sort of like the poor man's Woody Allen. All the neuroticism, none of the comedy. And he proves me out here once again by spending 2 hours whining about all the women who have dumped him and his money problems, while somehow managing to own and operate a record store, not to mention produce a record for a new group at the drop of a hat. Relationship problems are sort of a tried and true vehicle for storytelling. High Fidelity decided to take a little bit different route by making the entire movie about one relationship problem and then resolving it without really giving us any resolution whatsoever. I mean, there was another guy, ably played by Tim Robbins, I might add, but we're not really going to talk about him, and we're just back together for some reason that neither of us is able to articulate, but we are, and that's the end of that. And then the movie keeps going. There's 20 minutes of movie there for some reason that I can't discern. I mean, after the main problem of the entire movie is solved, they just keep going. And I think we really could have done without any of that. Then on top of all of that, we have Jack Black, who I'm guessing they must have only put in there because they thought watching John Cusack be depressed for 2 hours with nothing to break it up might have led the entire audience to shoot themselves after the movie, who just is Jack Black, which works for some movies, but in this one seems totally out of left field. His random rants and yelling, and really the only redeeming quality he brought to the movie was the song that he does at the end, which is actually pretty good. But you know what I noticed most about this movie? What I noticed more than anything was the rain. Okay? Every time John Cusack walks outside to walk around and feel sorry for himself, it's raining. What is it, like the monsoon season in Chicago, and he can't afford an umbrella or something? You know what I think happened? This is what I think. The writers were going through the script, and suddenly someone said, you know what? This guy is an asshole. Our main character is so unbelievably unsympathetic that people are going to hate him. People are going to go to this movie and say, that guy deserves exactly what he got. And really, you can't do that with your main character in a movie like this. People need to feel sorry for him. So, how do they fix it? They put him in the rain. They say, let's just make him walk around soaking wet, throw him in the mud, do whatever it takes for people to feel sorry for him. And you know what? It actually sort of works. I mean, if that was the point, if that's what they were going for, even I felt sorry for him. And I still hated him. Now, I don't want you to think that I just completely hated this movie. There were actually some pretty funny parts. Like the triple fantasy thing that's just really randomly, thrown into the middle of the movie where John Cusack kind of dreams about the different things that he might do to Tim Robbins is gold. I'm sorry. It was like a Family Guy moment that was actually funny. The movie actually has a few good parts, but it can't make up for the story that goes absolutely nowhere, or the characters who get basically no development whatsoever, which is basically every character that's not John Cusack. This movie can get 2.5, maybe 3 stars at best. Mildly entertaining, but makes no sense whatsoever. So, good luck with that one.